drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Let's go through this. Let's go through this. No way. No way. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have makes the only sense as it all awaits to step in hope, kick time away. If this is what it takes to be in stopping this anomaly, you're in every destiny into what it has to be. Just this once is all I have to be. Turn me into stone if it can't be done. If wrong starts walking, we all come running. There shouldn't be a fight that is all in vain. Makes the only sense. Kick time away. Let's go through this. Let's go through this. No way. No way. Let's go through this. Let's go through this. No way. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Let's go through this. Let's go through this. No way. No way. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have makes the only sense as it all awaits to step in hope, kick time away. If this is what it takes to be in stopping this anomaly, you're in every destiny into what it has to be. Just this once is all I have to be. Turn me into stone if it can't be done. If wrong starts walking, we all come running. There shouldn't be a fight that is all in vain. Makes the only sense. Kick time away. Let's go through this. Let's go through this. No way. No way. Let's go through this. Let's go through this. No way. No way. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have. Every single drop of all you got. Every single drop of all you got. Every single bit of all you have. Every single bit of all you have.
Okay. This is now our... Christ, I've lost count. Our 4th dedicated stream. Just to Sonic Spinball. And as you can tell, I'm kind of sick of it. Like last time, I made it to what I presume is the final boss. For all I know, this could have a 5th fucking level in space, because, you know, I've never seen the ending of this game. But I digress. Hopefully, since we've seen Robotnik in the Showdown, if I can figure out whatever it wants me to do for that fight, maybe we can clear this today. I can put this nightmare of decades behind me. And I guess I should lighten up as we play. Pokemon's track record is pretty good. Like, I have missed out on a lot of those spin-offs, so I don't know how I don't know if I could make that claim as confidently as I could with Sonic. I've definitely played a lot more of his library. And yes, everything on here, I did myself. I certainly don't have the money to commission anybody. Oop. Thank you. Let's just hop on over to the other side. Ooh boy. That is not the kind of start I want to this stream. We're, count that as a loss. We are just gonna reset on that, as we have been. Yeah, for as much as I've grown to hate this game, I gotta admit, a lot of the tracks are pretty fucking good. Wow, I didn't know there was one either. Oop. Yeah, I don't think we've talked about since I found it out, for as much as I'm tired of playing this, and as sick as I am of seeing it, I've kind of grown a little sympathetic to the game being the way it is. I didn't know this was crunched out in less than 3 months' time. So, like, that's probably your answer for why, you know, every question about why is this game like this. It's because they made it. I think they said the actual development time was only like 2 months. Yeah. Like, it certainly doesn't make it better, but at least I can understand why things are like this. Alright, let's pull that lever. Ooh, nice. I actually got the door clip. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, if only it could have been around for, Wednesday night. I was actually kinda... I came away from the stream pissed at the game. Because I think the Showdown, the 4th level, which, you know, I think, is the final one. I was on that for like an hour straight. And like I was at the boss there numerous times. Just could not figure out what they wanted me to do. Oddly enough, yeah. It's like I did look up some gameplay videos of these levels I've already done, but I figured if I saw what I had to do, that like take some of the fun out of it. And you know, all I really learned was Lava Powerhouse, the second level. It really is as random as I thought it was. And that's why it sucks so much. Like, in the case of the Showdown, Robotnik's trying to get away at that point. There just cannot be any more after that. There can't. Oh my god, I just want to get back up there. Oh yeah, that came with some pre-order bonuses, didn't it? Alright. There we go. Go back to that side since everything is opened up. That fucker to pass. Oop. Uh-oh. Probably going to, yeah. Oh shit. Ooh, that was close. That barrel goes away once I have all the Chaos Emeralds, so... that, would have been a death. Okay. Oh yeah. For anybody who happens to be wearing headphones, any earbuds, I want to turn down your volume a bit, because this boss has, like, peak Genesis screech. It's something else. Yeah, I could never fucking figure those games out back in the day, so... I'm sure I'd have a hell of a time trying to do that. Hey, that works. Usually just spits me right back out. Again, I'm surprised that didn't open up. Okay, as far as, talking for this game, don't feel bad, until streaming this, I've never seen past Toxic Caves, so if you got to level 2, you did better than me. As far as the special, or bonus stages go, I'm just not gonna do anything. Ironically, this seems to be another case of where I do nothing at all, and somehow it's playing itself better than when I try. But, like, the point bonuses on these fucking suck. Like, even for the one we cleared, like, it was 500,000 points. If you only get a life every 20 million, that's, you know, that's a drop in the bucket, man. It just ain't worth the time. Yes. That special stage has the entire Freedom Fighter crew except for Antoine, for some reason. He was left out. It also has Sally in her, like, beta pink colors. That was a loud text. Yeah, what the hell would that be on now? I would assume Paramount, since they have the movies? That sucks. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't think that series, most of those I have not watched in full. The one I ended up growing up watching the most was Sonic Underground. Mostly because Saturn, like, that was over and done, like, before I, you know, would have been able to really tell what was... Oh my god. Not twice. Before I'd even, you know, really understand what was going on. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog just... It didn't run on any channels we had at the time. So Sonic Underground, that was my show. Oh, finally. What I've wanted this whole time. Yeah, so watching the footage, this one... Oh, that was lucky. That's one of the aspects that is totally random. Apparently only the Clucks that spawn low and, like, start their rise, those are the ones that will give you a bounce. Yeah, I think the first time I saw Saturn was, like, an old Blockbuster VHS rental when I was 6 or 7. I don't know which episodes were on it. Uh-oh. Just get back up there. Sonic, I'm gonna need you to do some better bounces, man. You're not helping me here. Oh my god, that thing killed me all 3 fucking times. Well, that's the worst I've ever done here. Usually the other times lately I've at least been dying because I screwed up on the boss. You start out with 3, and you get a new life every 20 million points. So usually, if you make it to the end, you might have picked up 2 by then. Depending how quick you were, because it seems like the time bonuses are, like, the best bunches of points you get. You might have 3. That's why whenever I die here, like, I just reset. It is not worth continuing with that. Yeah, it's like the stuff you get for clearing stages, getting the emeralds, and time bonuses all seem to be the like biggest gets of points. Multiverses I need to play more of. You know, it's pretty funny that like I had the early access since like the first day it was available. Same deal, I might have only put 2 hours into it, and that was only like messing around and training and playing against some bots. I haven't really found anybody I like playing as too much. O seems to have really taken to the game. Like for a while I was trying out Wonder Woman because I figured, hey, you get her from the tutorial, you keep her all the time. And playing through it some more, oh, she feels so terrible to play as. I didn't really care for Shaggy either. It was another I was trying out. Velma being, mostly support. That one's kind of hard to gauge in a training mode environment. It also didn't help, like, I think it took a day or two for me to finally... Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was trying to play it like those so much, it didn't really click until, the next day or two. And it's like, I really can't approach this like either of those. It's a pretty different beast. Yeah, and it seems like, they mentioned it was built with 2v2 in mind. Another thing, and maybe this is just because it kept giving me a tank when I tried out the bot matches. It seems like it really wants you to chase down your opponents to get the kills. It doesn't seem too common that you get one with like, I have no better phrase for it than like a smash attack when they're at a high percentage. It really seems like you gotta follow up on them to guarantee that kill. But later on, I tried, had recommended like Superman, I think Bugs, Tom and Jerry, and kind of the same boat. I liked both of them. Superman, surprisingly, I thought he felt a little clunky at first, but as I was screwing around some more, it kind of clicked. Yeah, I definitely had to change up the HUD a bit. Like, I just couldn't do the percentages on the characters. I had to put that with the portraits up top. And it's like, I'm glad the game has, oh no. Ooh. I'm glad the game has a glossary just because of how many different status effects there already are. Honestly, mine aren't too far off either. Yeah, it doesn't seem too stingy about giving out gold either. Because, like, I think O had only gotten in early access on, like, Friday or something. And by the time, like, it opened up for everybody, he already had enough gold to unlock LeBron when he dropped. I think he said you can also, like, farm the bot matches. You don't even actually have to play with people if you wanted to, like, unlock a character you liked first. And hell, I think, I know the Founders Pack is in different tiers, but I think even the cheapest one at, like, 20 bucks gives you enough of those, what do they call them, character tickets? Like, I think that's enough to unlock the base roster with some change. Are we talking about the tweet with the quote from Bunny? I'm gonna let that son of a bitch pass by. Oh, promoted, not a pinned tweet. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're spending money out the ass, to promote the game. Like, considering how much they're going in for the prize pool at EVO, which the game still won't be officially out by that point. Oh, that didn't work out like I'd hoped. But yeah, I think, like, even if you're in the top 32 for that event, you still get a payout of, like, I think it's 75 bucks, but like, you go to any tournament and make it to top 32. Like, I'm pretty sure the margin that gets paid out for that is like 1%. Yeah, it's supposed to be crossplay and progression, if I recall. You know, I might have to download it on my desktop here just to see. Because I went ahead with PS5 for my code. Ah, shit. I didn't want to go down here already. They certainly take some getting used to. Because, like, they mimic the main games enough, but it's kind of, like, in that weird mix between, like, the Saturday morning shows and how he looks on the American manuals. It's like, graphically, I am kind of astounded the game looks generally as good as it does for the development time it had. And if nothing else, I do like the aesthetic of, you know, the score bar up top, how it mimics a pinball table. It's very in theme. Alright, that worked. I think my favorite bit of polish is in the bonus stages. Like, I hadn't noticed it until a couple times in. where you can see like Sonic's reflection as he's watching the ball bounce around, which was pretty nice. As far as production quality goes, the game isn't really slouching in that department. Like, man, could you imagine what this game would be like if it had 3 months of development time? Ooh, that was a sick shot. I actually didn't know Doom had a 3DO port. I remember hearing the SNES one, like, even though it's kind of rough, apparently because I think similar to this, the guy didn't really have time to polish it. But like everything he did to achieve that is like incredible. What is it, Bella? Do you want up on the desk? So you aren't tearing up my legs yet. You sure are staring at me awfully hard. Okay, just help yourself up. Okay. Don't rub up against the mic. Yeesh. You know, I think that's not too far off from, the Super Nintendo one. He didn't actually have access to the source code. I don't remember the guy's name, but, like, it's come up on Modern Vintage Gamers stuff, enough. Like, I think he went on to develop the Bleem emulators. Ah, shit. Oh, it's good that version has, music. If I recall, it seems agreed, like, the Jaguar version is actually pretty good. There's just nothing, no music. Oh, that's cool. So it's got, like, new arranged music for it, then? Oh my god, not that fucking thing. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Another thing I found out, then, you know, watching other play for this, the steam that shoots up on the sides for this, entirely random. There is nothing that triggers it. Ah, there's our 20 million. It just goes off whenever it feels like. So it can stop for 1 frame and just start right back up again. I believe how long it lasts is also random. Oh, Christ. I can deal with that one. Yeah. God, I keep forgetting, like, how delayed a jump is in this game when you're walking for that part. It also doesn't help that, like, the collision of that orb is huge, and you cannot jump when you're up against it. Let's go ahead and break that thing. Okay, finally Try and break one of these. Alright, that's one head down. Ooh, that was a good shot. Very good. Let's see if I can take out that one on the right. Not the one I wanted to take down first, but at least there's only one left. So that could be a much bigger pain in the ass. Wait for you to pass by. Ah! Oh, sweet. That was a really good shot. Do they mention how, you know, their date said they were the hottest, or what is it? The best looking guy there. And this was the sonic effect I was talking about. You can see in the top left and right corners Sonic's reflection as he's playing it. Yeah, I was really impressed by it when I saw it. Ooh, that was a dangerous shot. Wow, that's a very dangerous angle. Really appreciate it if it didn't keep fucking shooting me straight down. Or fall out. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is such a hard angle to get. Almost had it. Uh-oh. Jesus. Okay. Not what I was going for, but I'll take it. Oh man, now that you mention it, like I always thought part of this was like a little familiar sounding. That's what it is. It's that same fucking instrument, you're right. Alright. I didn't wanna fall out of that. This one. Oh. Yeah, it's even got chips by Sega themselves. Do you believe they're funding Dr. Robotnik's schemes? Alright, let's see if I can get this one here. Nope. You know, by all accounts, it really should be 3D Blast. And maybe doing another playthrough of that game would go by a lot quicker. So my main takeaway from that was like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I bounced right out. I felt 3D Blast overstayed its welcome by a bit. Again, I was also thrashing about like an idiot to get those emeralds. Whereas while this is ball-bustingly hard, it's, to my knowledge, quite short. You know, once you figure out everything to do, it can be a bit obtuse at times, more so than it needs to be. Alright, let's try not to clip through the wall here. Get this emerald. And see if we can get this last one this time. There it is. Now I just need to get down there. All right. Actually, let's try and exit over by the left side. It's a lot easier to start coming up this way from there, because I can just get on the platform and jump. Especially if I do that. There it is. Oh. Not soon enough. Give it a couple seconds. Oh, good. Landed right where I needed to go. Shit. That was a close one. Nice save. Oop. Ah. Oop. There we go. I've already forgotten. Left one. Yeah, it's funny, a friend in one of the Discord group chats I'm in that, you know, they said they were surprised it came out, and I had kind of forgotten about it. Like, they announced the game, like, over a year ago, and then, like, there was just nothing about it. And then I think finally, like, last month, they were like, oh yeah, it's coming soon, the same day as Xenoblade 3. And alas, I think no. I think that one's supposed to play out like a strategy RPG for the gameplay bits, but apparently it is like 3/4 visual novel. Oh my god, I keep hitting these things. I just want to go up there. There we go. Ooh, and I got a good angle here. Oh. Oh. I jinxed it. Alright, if we can keep that up, we're good. I don't know why that part just hangs like that for so long. The first time it happened, like, I was worried the game had soft locked or something. I was very concerned about what was going on. Or rather, what was no longer going on. Ah. Ah, goddamn. That works. There we go. Alright, let's get rid of the... Alright, the time I want to hit the bird. Of course I missed it. Oh shit. Ooh. Ugh. I just really need a solid sideways angle to get in there. This might be one of my worst outings with this boss fight yet. I am having no luck with this one. Finally. Really feeling like fucking Biden for a minute there. Come on, man. And that is our second one up. Depending how things go during the showdown, we might get one more. Otherwise, these 5 lives are all we're gonna have. Also, here's, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Screech? Scratch. Scratch. I think his only other game appearance, aside from Mean Bean Machine. Okay, I did not want to immediately leave that area. But I suppose we'll do what we can. God, I should have made a new expression where I'm just fucking sweating bullets the whole time. Because last night, like, this was dragging on for so long, like, I was having to stop to, like, rub my hands off, dry off the controller, just because it was getting that intense. That is a pretty good expression. I just might try it. Ugh. Yeah, one thing that sucks about this level, like, every shot, like, you've really got to fucking nail it to get anywhere here. Thankfully, if you do a halfway decent job, you can keep, like, recovering. But trying to solve this stuff while doing it, God, it's stressful. No, we don't want to do that yet. Alright, try and get the one on this side. These parts can also be very stressful, or as safe as they look, just because of how the collision is in this game. It's like, if you jump near these walls, like, at just a wrong enough angle, it'll plummet you straight down. Ooh, nice. That's both on the right side. Now if we could just make our way back to the center. Excellent. Ugh. Bella baby, this is not the time to sit in front of the monitor. Dude, do you mind? Can you get off my keyboard? Thank you. Oh shit. That's not right. Okay, just lay there. Why not? Okay. Sheesh. This is stressful enough, baby. I think I still have to hit that switch one more time, right? Yes. Alright, that's 3 out of 5 down. Now we just need to get the emeralds on the left side. Huh. I wonder why that's not working. I haven't changed any of the commands on those. Yeah. I'd have to look. I wonder if, like... I guess since they are store redemptions, I wonder if they expire after a while. I actually haven't looked at that page since I got back. You know, I used to think so too. And in the past 2 weeks, I've found out it... Assuming there's anything after this, there are at least 4 levels. All of them ready to bust your balls more than the last. Pretty jamming tunes, though. It's definitely got its issues. You know, if I hadn't learned about its development schedule, I'd probably be a lot harsher on its game for, like, the collision and controls, but once I learned, like, it had a 3-month production window and, like, only 2 of those were actually coding the game, I've really softened up on it. It's, like, it pisses me off, and there's a lot more difficulty here than there should be, but pretty much, like, every answer I can, or every question I can think of where, why is this like this? It pretty much gets answered by, oh yeah, they made it in 2 months. They knew they wanted to have Sonic 3, in time for the 93 holiday season. They were like, fuck, we need a Sonic game. Make one. Like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Not as much as you would think. Like, pretty much only when... Not even really as he's descending, because once that picks up speed, you kind of lose it. When he's going very slow in the air, you have some. But otherwise, like, once you launch them and all that, the physics take care of the rest. If that explanation made any sense. Okay, that's all 5 emeralds. And I still haven't died yet, so this is the run of my life right now. Alright, we're out of there, that's good. Now, if I can just figure out what the fuck we do against Robotnik... we might beat this yet. Yeah, you know, when that kept going off at first, I thought it was dangerous, but apparently that's just when, like, the targets for the safety nets reset. There we go. Okay. So, to start, I know I have to hit that switch 3 times. Yes, thankfully all the effort has amounted to something. Yeah, I know I at least have to hit this 3 times to disable his arms on the right. Because if I were to go up those corridors, I guess? Oh, 3 times within a time limit. No kidding. I have to hit this enough times in succession so I get the status bar of, like, nothing but his face across it. Because he will have mechanical claws that will grab me and throw me over to the sides. That's the one I want. Fuck, 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 fuck. Ah! Another thing that sucks, everything about that, unlike the other bosses, when you, fall out, everything for that resets. So I'm gonna have to hit that switch all 3 times again, I believe. I guess we can... fuck off. For real. Alright, alright, come on. Like, my last theory was maybe we break the glass, because once the arms were taken out, there's those little... oh yeah, I gotta disable it again. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me! As you can see, this fight sucks. Fuck. Oh, that's one death. No more deathless run. Thankfully, I do not have to get all the Chaos Emeralds again. Those will stay. So if I can just make it up there, you know, and hopefully stay up there. No. No, I think they are right to let me keep them. I worked very hard for those emeralds. Hi, Furby. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bella, settle down. She's not doing anything. She's just in here. I hear you, Fuzzball. Hear you scratching away the litter box. Are you hungry? Guess it has been a little bit since I gave you guys a scoop. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes to get them taken care of. This won't be very long. Okay, they're taken care of. There I am. Alright, let's get back to this. This way. I do have to be careful about hitting this window, because if I crank up the spin dash too much... not again! If I crank up the spin dash too much, I will absolutely bounce off of it and fly away from the ship. Yeah, these parts are also a little annoying with how collision is. It might take a while for Sonic to stop rolling on corners. Alright. That should disable his arms. So now there's those things. I wonder if I gotta hit this like another 3 times? And presumably I start smacking him in the middle? Okay, I I can work with that. Not much time. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely on timer with that. You know, it was pretty funny last night, or Wednesday night. Like right after I got that message, the smell my socks message, somebody with the username of Vegan Pretty Feet came in. I was like, yeah, that couldn't have timed that better. Oh fuck. His arms are back. That's not right. Did hitting this reset that? Or is it just because I've taken too long? Is it all on the same timer? Oh, those are back. Help yourself, Bella. Get comfy. You choose a better spot to lay down. Good call, baby. The stand by the window where I have nothing set is a much better place than my crowded desk. Good girl. Oop. Oh, still there. Okay, I cannot guess on the right side anymore. The third one will absolutely break the window. Oop. The arms are back. I wonder if that's the message I want? Yeah, like this was the main deal. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Because at first I thought it was like just bashing that button over and over again the first time I got here. But then after hitting it like the 15th time, it's like, okay, nothing's happening. Oh, thank God those flappers will get you from beneath them somehow. Oh, socks are back. Okay, I cannot... Arm is back, sure. Yeah, just totally clueless on what to do here. It's a strangely obtuse boss fight for a fucking pinball game. You know what? Hold on. I'm angry again. Also starting to sweat, let me tell you. Ugh. Oh hey, everything's gone for 9 more? Okay, hold on. I don't know why it worked that time. I hope it all stays down. This could be it. No. Ah! How much time? Oh, that has to mean everything's about to reset. Fuck. I hope that kept everything down. Ah! Well, I guess we're gonna figure out if his fucking health resets too. Come on, I could get this angle last time. Almost had it. Oh, that was bad. Oh my god. That was almost successful. Alright, hold on. I've mellowed out some. I don't feel quite as intense. There we go. No, not this way. Oh, please, God, not the center. Not the center. Fuck. Well, if I die, all of that's really gonna reset. Bella, really? Why do you want to lay by my keyboard so much? The laptop's over there, and that's free game. Nothing's going on there. So why? Okay, well, hopefully if I go over the side anywhere, it's to the right. Ugh. Alright, let's get our asses back up there and try to kick some ass. And hey, if I keep this up, I might get a third extra life. Okay, what the fuck's going on here? Alright, I know for sure I gotta hit that switch again. Okay, those are back. I saw he still had the cracks on his dome, so thank fucking God I don't think his health resets. Is that enough? Yes. Still not entirely sure how many button presses it is, but hey, if I'm getting in there, I don't care. Oh no, 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 come on. Not now, not now. Fuck. Okay. We could have landed in a worse spot. fucking close to the center when they don't need to be. Ah! Whew. Jesus Christ, hold on. I am burning right now. Alright, Sonic, you wanna... Oop. This has actually been somehow a little more stressful than the R2 Pokemon Stadium stuff. If nothing else, because there's just so many factors of that that are out of my control. Whereas this, clearly we see I can fight back to some degree. It's just really fucking difficult. And punishing. Alright, is that our magic number? No! No, that doesn't reset! Fuck you! Why? Why? I'm... Wait. I'm mad again. And yeah, R2 is just retired. I can't... I can't do that. That one has successfully crushed me. Alright. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, smell my socks must be when the socks activate. I'd say you'd have my blessings, if you want to go for it. But I feel like, encouraging you to do it would be more of a curse. Fuck. Where am I going? Okay, I see the claws out again. Is it safe? It is not. Oop. Okay, still down. Or still active, I suppose. Is click the message I want? I don't know anymore. Nope, still there. Like, it sure be nice if hitting this switch, you know, maybe just a little common courtesy. This is a, you know, this was a holiday release with the children in mind, where maybe they could just give you a nice status message that says when he's free to fucking be hit. God. Oh, that's... Yep. That was lucky. Ooh, that's not lucky. Yes, Mega Man and Bass, specifically for the poor kids. And I guess Inafune felt that if they weren't going to be able to pay in cash, they had to pay another way. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's still fucking active? Yeah, because the idea was, oh, kids can't afford, you know, a Sega Saturn or PlayStation to see the cool new graphics for Mega Man 8. I bet we could make all of this fit on a Super Famicom cartridge, so they could still see the new graphics. And then in the same book, Inafune was like, let's make this one really difficult. And they did. You know, the worst part is, like, the game actually does have a lot of stuff in place to help you out for it. But they also took away E-tanks. Like, for as extensive as the shop is there, you don't really have anything to... Jesus fucking Christ! You don't really have anything to recover health in that game. And that's a big problem for the castle stages. Because one of them is like 5, you know, unique fights in a gauntlet. Oh, my socks. That's probably means they're still active. Let's see if that was it. That sure wasn't, but at least it's better than breaking the window. Still down. It's like, God, I don't even know if I can use the word obtuse here. They just don't fucking tell you anything. You just have to guess for it and, you know, hey, maybe you're lucky and you only get sent to the side. Or maybe we'll throw you off the fucking stage. Man, this is aggravating. Oh yeah, and you know, I do remember, like, that was kind of a shock. Because usually the only games on Wii that ever had DLC was, you know, WiiWare titles. Like Mega Man 9 and 10. Alright, no, it's not time yet. Fuck. Thanks, all of it, go away. What is it? Alright. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Just one more. Oh. Ah! Wait. I'm happy now. Fucking hell, please be it. Goodbye, Robotnik. That sounds pretty good. Is it over? Okay, with a point bonus like that, come on. Okay, that looks pretty final. It's done? Is it done? Oh, gotta get that last lovely Genesis screech in. Okay, it's a high score, so yes. Yes, it is. It is. It's finally fucking over! Wow, what a nice, a very unceremonious the end. Like, okay, I will give the game some slack for, you know, 2 months programming, but they can suck my whole dick for that final boss. There's no reason for it to be like that. God. I know, baby, I'm being a bit loud right now. This has been a struggle. Thank you. Jesus, I'm glad I can finally stop doing streams for this. As it turns out, the game is beatable. Whew, glad nobody else was here. Otherwise, they'd be charging in wondering what the fuck's wrong. And I'd get to tell them, nothing's wrong, everything is right. Okay. Honestly, this might have been more aggravating than fucking Sans. I should have phrased that better, but hey. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me didn't think I'd do it. I was not properly, planned for this conclusion. I have some metrics to make up. And here we go. This is some nice. Okay. I wasn't sure how long that would take. Need to make that a little smaller. Wasn't sure how long that would take, so I did not have anything else planned after this. That's all I've got. It took us, including the early resets as game overs, it took us, let's see, what do we got here? 9, 37, 39 game overs and 4 dedicated streams. But, oh, man. Long last. I do hope to be back over the weekend. I've tried out some more settings with Sonic Heroes. Did a couple tests earlier this week that I wasn't dropping very... Like, there was one hiccup, but I've altered those some more, so maybe we can do a proper playthrough of a story mode without it just constantly dying. We'll see. That's gonna do it for me tonight. Good night, everybody.